ऑर्डर रहेगा
हाँ जी जी.
I'm defendant.
Item 7 and 8.
Defendant number 2 in item number 7 and plaintiff in item number 8. So this is, I have filed one application 711. This is regarding
You have filed in 711 in item 7.
Yes. IA number 24023.
IA
Number 24023 of 2023.
Before my friend begins, it's my suit. Would my lord just have the last order? There's a bit of history which your lordship needs to see and therefore understand what is happening in this matter. Please have the last order. 2nd of May.
yes please.
Mary, I am the plaintiff in the first matter, Subhashini Malik versus S.K. Gandhi. Madam is the plaintiff in the second matter. Geeta Gandhi. She's Miss Geeta Gandhi in person.
Item number 7.
Learned counsel appearing on behalf of the plaintiff in CSOS 1416 of 2009 and defendant number 1 and 2 in CSOS 3241 of 2011 submits that the defendant number 2 in CSOS 1416 of 2009 has been filing frivolous applications for stalling the present suit. While there is all sympathy for the unfortunate event which has happened in her life, but she has been using it conveniently to her advantage in different situations. Ms. Geeta Gandhi, plaintiff appearing in another suit, CSOS 3241 of 2011, has moved various applications, but in this present case, she has filed an application for adjournment. It is also submitted that absolutely scandalous allegations have been made by her in the application. Therefore, her endeavor is only to delay the present matter. It is also submitted she is being represented through her counsel. Let the learned counsel of Geeta Gandhi appear in person on 14/10/2024, the date already fixed. Now, that is today.
Yes,
The
Lord.
reason for passing this order was that if my lord sees the list of pending applications, there are about 20 or so. Now, what happens in this matter is my friend appears on every date without a counsel or engages one counsel on one date
Sorry.
or engages one counsel on one date who is changed on the next. An application was filed by her before your lordship's learned predecessor alleging very scurrilous allegations about a relationship of the lawyer with the judge and asking for a transfer based on the second name alone. That is to say, the commonality of the second. That's sort of a fantastical, scurrilous allegations that were being made. That is what is being noted in this order. On that account, and to take into account the fact that she is a plaintiff or a party in person, the lawyer was asked to appear. Once again, today, there is no lawyer appearing. Now, the larger picture of this matter is this, your lordships.
Can I say something now?
Madam, I'm the plaintiff. Just allow me, you'll get your chance. The larger picture of the matter is this and why there is some urgency in a few applications at least. This began, my suit is prior in point of time. It began as a suit wherein my friend this concerns one property in Friends Colony. My friend is the owner of the second floor of that property and the front half portion of the terrace of that property. I am the owner of the ground floor of that property and the rear half portion of the terrace of that property. I am also owner of the first floor of that property. That first floor is not in dispute in any of the suits. The first suit which was filed, which is 1416 of 2009, the limited prayer was that I am the owner of half of the terrace, rear half of the terrace. She is owner of the front half of the terrace. However, a wall is there in existence, which is on account of which she is having possession of more than half. So please readjust that wall and make it 50-50. There was also a discussion on a garage in the driveway. That's a separate issue. A written statement comes to be filed by her on affidavit. You have your chance. A written statement comes to be filed by her on affidavit, naturally, in which no dispute is raised with regard to the fact that ownership of the terrace is 50-50, rear and front. The only dispute is that no, I have not occupied more than 50%. On account of that, the Honorable Court looks at the pleadings and says, look, the issue is a very small one, whether you have got more than 50% or not, since ownership is not disputed. A then registrar of this Honorable Court is appointed as a local commissioner to go and do a survey. The learned local commissioner goes, notes that from the Mamti area, there is one door leading to the front portion of the terrace. There is one door leading to the rear portion of the terrace. Notes that there is a wall dividing the terrace into two portions. Notes that the rear half of the terrace is in my possession. The front half is in her possession. Makes certain measurements, makes his maps in the presence of all parties, submits them. The matter probably should have ended there with a simple analysis of is it 50, is it not? After filing of this report, which as I said is on the basis of pleadings of my friend, My friend files the second suit, which is, my lord, the item number 8. Item number 8. In item number 8 now, qua the terrace, a new stand is taken. Qua the terrace, my friend now says, in contradiction to her sworn written statement in my suit, that she is the owner of the entire terrace. This stand is taken for the first time, realizing after the LC report that really nothing much survives and the matter will get disposed. Certain other allegations are also made and certain other claims are also made, and the matter proceeds. That I'm just giving your lordships is the what are the broad questions involved in the two suits.
What is the prayer in the subsequent suit?
In the subsequent suit, the prayer is about getting the rare portion, not disturbing her possession, etc., etc. She also claims ownership of that garage at the right-hand side driveway and now expands her claim to certain other areas at the rear of the property as well. That is the prayer in the second suit. This is the broad actual prayers in the two suits and where we stand. The court in various orders has noted these contradictory pleadings. Matters on other way.
Parties are related to each other.
No. This was a property originally owned by a family called the Uppals. My friend's late husband was the developer who developed that property basis a collaboration agreement. The builder, who was her husband, got the second floor and front half portion terrace. The Uppals retained the remaining part of the property. I buy from the Uppals by two separate transactions. So that is it. We are unrelated people. I am a buyer. She is the descendant of the builder who got it to the collaboration. That goes on. The suits themselves are at the stage of evidence and trial is to be conducted. Evidence is to be recorded. What happens in the interim is, my friend begins, lordships, creating a number of nuisances and hurdles for us, which necessitates the filing of certain applications which require urgent relief. Number one, and I'm not getting into the applications, I list what are the actions that have been done by her. As I said, there is a LC report by a registrar of this honorable court noting the fact that the terrace is divided into front and rear, and that I have access to the rear, she has access to the front. My friend keeps a lot of that malba and those spare furniture, etc., in front of the door at the Mamti area, leading to my rear half, thereby blocking my access to my own portion. She also perhaps put some sort of lock over my lock. That is one part. I filed an application saying, please give me access to my own portion of the rear terrace, which admittedly a registrar of this court has noted was in my possession during the suit. My friend then takes the matter further. I file applications. She is not deterred by this. My friend takes the matter further, apart from a number of actions with regard to changing things on the ground floor, installing CCTV cameras, and not on those are still relatively minor. There is a stairwell going from the ground floor to the first floor, to the second floor, to the Mamti. She installs one iron gate at the second floor level and locks it, thereby preventing my access to the roof. She then also installs another iron gate at the first floor level. The first floor is not even in dispute that I am the owner. In fact, it is such an unusual case, your lordship will see, despite having bought 2 floors in Friends Colony at considerable cost, my client shifted out of the premises because the day-to-day was simply too much.
I will object it. He's saying the wrong story. He's saying the wrong story.
You state the correct story.
Yes.
Yes.
Actually, he's not
Yes, but I'll come back to you.
Okay.
And my client shifted out and went elsewhere. In fact, he tries to give the property on rent once in a while, but every tenant leaves because of the harassment.
Yes.
Yes. So today, what is there before the trial will go on as it is. That's fine. We'll prove there is, in fact, it's interesting. If
Now, Mr. Bansal, so let's cut it short. So
to cut it short, what I want is there are a few applications here. May I just show my lord those applications, where I am essentially asking for the relief that admittedly,
in item 7.
yes, there are a few. In fact, there are a few in item 7, 6, a few item in the two item 7, a few in item 8. I'll point out which ones are. If my lord would first have item 7 and have IAs 23829 of 23 and 23830. In fact, 23829 is a completely innocuous one to which there can be no objection. All I'm asking is for an LC to go there and have a look at what is the real situation. Perhaps I am the biggest, my lords, liar in the world. Perhaps there is nothing over there. Perhaps there is no Malba. Perhaps she has not put her lock. Let there be a LC. Just please have that IA. I don't think anybody can have an objection to an LC going and doing the exact exercise which was done several years ago by a registrar of this court. We will also know whether there has been any change in position during the suit perpetrated by my friend. Please have 23829 for a moment. I'll just show my lord the prayer. The pleadings are ready.
From 1 second. 4th of December का आप order देखिए. 4th of उन्होंने बोला है कि जो 711 की एप्लीकेशन पहले सुनी जाएगी, उसके बाद ये होगा. Lordship, they are not the owner of the ground floor. They don't have documents. Actually, they're claiming the rights on the basis of false and fabricated will. And one more thing, Lordship, 711 में kindly see my application first.
Forged and fabricated,
Because
whose forged and fabricated will?
he-
किसका forged and fabricated will है?
GS Uppal, the original owner of
तो
the.
आपका क्या लोकस है उसमें?
हमारा लोकस ये है कि इन्होंने हमारे पोर्शन अपने सेल डेट में लिखवा लिए. और दूसरा लॉर्डशिप, कोलैबोरेशन एग्रीमेंट हुआ 9695 को. उसके बाद क्या हुआ कि डिसाइड हो गए कौन कौन से पोर्शन की.
तो ठीक है, अभी इनको खत्म करने दीजिए ना.
थोड़ा सा बोल दें क्योंकि बहुत सारा कुछ गलत बोल रहे हैं. दिस इज अ रीजन.
नहीं, फिर ऐसा तो
Right.
आज दिन में तो एक ही केस सुन पाएंगे. फिर
हाँ जी,
अगर ऐसे चलेगा तो दिन में एक ही केस सुना जाएगा. फिर
एप्लीकेशन में एवरीथिंग मेंशन इन द 711
पढ़ लूंगा, फिर मैं ऑर्डर रिजर्व कर लेता हूँ.
हाँ हाँ जी. I'll file the judgment also.
Yes.
Because you know.
Sir, Bansal, just quickly tell me.
Yes. So please have the prayer at page 13. 23829. I am pressing limited applications today, not all 20, obviously. I'm pressing limited ones. 23829. Prayer is at page 13. Lordship has it.
Yes.
All I'm asking is respectfully prayed that the court be placed to us an order appointing a local commissioner to carry out an inspection of the entire terrace, ascertain the portion that is at present in the respective occupation of the plaintiff and the defendants, note any obstructions to free entry and exit, and whether any obstructions to free entry and exit exist to the terrace, and take photographs of the same, prepare the report, compare the same with the report of 2012, that is the earlier one by the learned registrar of this court, to ascertain changes made by defendant in the interim. That's it. What possible objection could there be to this? I am not asking for relief against anyone. I am asking for a LC to find out what is the current situation on the ground, compare it with the, in fact, even the 2012 comparison can be done by the court. That prayer is perhaps superfluous. Please just go and see whether there is blockage of access, who is in possession of what, whether there is a wall, prepare a map as was prepared in 2012 and give that report to the court. What can be the objection to this?
Yes.
I just want to tell you. Collaboration agreement between JS Uppal and Gandhi Architects Private Limited. It happened in 9695.
पहले आपके लॉयर क्यों नहीं आए हैं पिछले ऑर्डर में?
लॉयर नहीं रखेंगे क्योंकि इसी वजह से हमें हेरेसमेंट हो रही है. ये हमारे लॉयर्स को साइड में 2 दिन पहले बोलते थे आना मत. दिस इज द रीजन आई एम कमिंग इन पर्सन एंड आई विल अपीयर इन पर्सन. आई जस्ट वांट टू टेल यू द एंटायर स्टोरी. शी इज नॉट द ओनर ऑफ द ग्राउंड फ्लोर. लॉर्डशिप, दिस ground floor is still remain in the name of Parveen Sabharwal and Tarveen Handa, original owners daughters. इनके नाम पे प्रॉपर्टी नहीं हो सकती. There is no cause of action because collaboration agreement हुआ.
Is there a sale deed anywhere?
Yes, registered sale deed.
Fake sale deed.
Registered sale.
No registered sale deed, but
अभी तक तो presumption है ना उनके फेवर में.
Lordship,
अच्छा ठीक है, आप बताइए.
हम बताते हैं. Collaboration agreement के बाद GS Uppal he executed 2 gift deeds in the name of his daughters Tarveen Handa, Parveen Sabharwal. उसके बाद क्या हुआ, उनकी डेथ होगी. डेथ होने के बाद 2000 उनकी डेथ हुई. डेथ होने के बाद क्या, परवीन सबरवाल एंड तरवीन हांडा she transferred her, she executed release it in the name of Preetam Kaur Uppal. प्रीतम कौर ऊपर जो है उनकी वाइफ थी. ठीक है. this is a law, lordship. अगर she was not the owner of this property, release deed जो है among the क्या कहते हैं co-owners के बीच में होती है. This is the reason I filed this 711 application. This property is still in the name of Parveen and Tarveen Sabharwal. So kindly see my application 711. I have filed in their suit only. So kindly see my application.
Which is the previous local commissioner report?
Sorry.
That is of 2012. Should be in the pleadings file.
And I mentioned in everything in my suit also. ये हमारे को harassment करें. My son has been murdered by Subhashini Malik and her husband, her son, and his 3 brothers. They are mafia group. This is the reason I'm coming in person. And even my life is also under threat. He's telling the wrong story in the court. He always hide the facts from the court. That is the reason. I don't have patience. इनको ये गलत बोलते हैं सब कुछ.
देखिए, जब आपका अपना केस होता है ना तो यू शुड अवॉइड
नहीं, हमने
पेरेंट्स.
केस में डाला.
आप अपने पर्सनल केस में हर चीज को लेकर के इमोशनल हो जाता है व्यक्ति.
being emotional.
Okay.
अभी 2024 में इन्होंने
ठीक है।
मेरे बेटे का मर्डर किया, बाहर किडनैप करके ले गए उसको, बाहर जाके they are showing it was an accident. I want to show you the proof I have.
That's the subject matter of present litigation.
Emotional now. हाँ, अभी थोड़ा सा हम I just want to just see my application 711 please. It's a humble request to you. I have filed in their suit only.
Show me
One आपके पास है उसमें?
the submission.
अच्छा, submission. Then G.S. Uppal, he was the original owner. After his death, their daughter transferred their portion.
देखिए ऐसा समझ में नहीं आ रहा, आप अपना रिटर्न सबमिशन दे दीजिए जो आप कह रहे हैं।
रिटर्न सबमिशन हमने फाइल की हुई है,
फाइल की हुई है। अच्छा,
हाँ,
ठीक।
एप्लीकेशन 24020
एप्लीकेशन अलग से कोई रिटर्न सबमिशन नहीं है।
बोला नहीं था रिटर्न सबमिशन के लिए।
ठीक ठीक।
अब आप कैन जस्ट हैव ए लुक इन दैट एप्लीकेशन प्लीज। She is not the owner of this ground floor. They are harassing me day to day. Goons बैठे हैं मेरे घर के बाहर, ये झूठ बोल रहे हैं यहाँ पर आकर, बिल्कुल झूठ बोल रहे हैं 100%. I'm sorry to say. It's a wrong submission. He always give wrong submission.
ठीक है, बताइए
Imagine,
बताइए।
one line. I am being suffering for the past 14 years because of my advocates. That is the reason I am appearing in person. They always complain before the judges.
ओके, कोई डजंट मैटर, आप अपीयर होइए पर्सन।
Yes.
बताइए।
हमारी प्रोफेशनल लैंग्वेज इतनी अच्छी नहीं है, बट जस्ट
कोई बात नहीं, की आवश्यकता नहीं है, आप बताइए क्या बताना चाहते हैं।
हाँ जी,
जो बताना चाहते हैं।
एप्लीकेशन पैरा नंबर 3-4 आप देखें। कैन आई रीड आउट?
यस।
That the plaintiff is basing the claims on the basis of their registered sale deed in her favor by Raminder Uppal. Even Raminder Uppal and Preetam Kaur Uppal, she is not the owner of the property. They cannot, both of them cannot transfer the property in the name of Subhashini Malik, because only Parveen and Tarveen Sabharwal, they were the owner of the property, because her father is gifted to both the daughters. ठीक है, उसके बाद क्या हुआ, इन्होंने रजिस्टर सेल डीड करवा ली। और काइंडली सी पैरा 16, इनकी सेल डीड में इनका पैरा 16 देख लें प्लीज।
सेल डीड कहाँ है? अभी तो आपने
प्लेंट इनके प्लेंट में पैरा 16। After demise of Shri Jaswant Singh Uppal, the property came to be owned by his wife. एक जगह कह रहे हैं कि उनकी वाइफ ही, अगर लॉर्डशिप एक सेट रूल होता है, एक सेट लॉ होता है ना, कि अगर आप किसी चीज को गिफ्ट कर देते हो, क्या उसके बाद आप विल भी बना लेते हैं क्या? और विल भी इनकी फॉल्स एंड फैब्रिकेटेड है, फॉल्स एंड फैब्रिकेटेड। जो आरटीआई से बुलाया उनको।
आपने कौन सा पैरा बताया इसमें?
पेज नंबर, हाँ, पैरा नंबर 3-4। अभी इंटायर स्टोरी इज देयर, बहुत छोटी सी एप्लीकेशन है। Every time this rear portion, even they are not the owner of the ground floor even. She is not the owner of the, इनकी केस हमने कैंसिलेशन डाली हुई है इनके, हमने इसमें
कहाँ डाली हुई है कैंसिलेशन?
आइटम नंबर 8 में।
8 में।
पहले हम इस एप्लीकेशन को डिसाइड कर लेते हैं। पैरा नंबर 16, ठीक है, उसके बाद पैरा नंबर 17, पेज पॉइंट नंबर 5, that the further the plaintiff has also in para 17 that
कहाँ से पढ़ना शुरू हो गई?
हम 19 से पढ़े। इनका प्लेंट निकालें प्लीज।
प्लेंट का पैरा नंबर
16, 17, 18।
यस,
राइट, अभी नहीं पैरास को देखें। पैरा नंबर 18, प्रीतम कौर uppal gifted the entire ground floor of the property in favor of her son Raminder Uppal on 7/9/2001।
ठीक है, मैं नोट कर लिया।
कहना चाहते हैं कि हमारा माय पॉइंट इज दिस, माय सबमिशन इज दिस, कि शी इज नॉट द ओनर ऑफ दिस प्रॉपर्टी ग्राउंड फ्लोर इन, बिकॉज इनके पास टाइटल ही नहीं था रविंदर uppal और प्रीतम uppal के पास।
पहले गिफ्ट कर दी थी, इसलिए सेल डीड हो नहीं सकती थी। ठीक है,
फैब्रिकेटेड विल लेके आ रहे उसके बेसिस।
मैं इनसे थोड़ा इनसे पूछता हूँ।
लॉर्डशिप एक और जो विल है, बहुत वेरियस कोर्ट में इनसे मांग रहे, देर सेइंग कि हमारे पास विल है ही नहीं। अगर कोई प्रॉपर्टी गिफ्ट कर देते हैं उसके बाद विल थोड़ा बन जाती है। अगर विल बन गई है तो आप हमें दिखाएं, विल भी नहीं दिखा रहे, देर सेइंग वी हैव लॉस्ट दिस।
ठीक।
आगे पैरा भी और देख लें आप आगे 7 पैरा 7
7 आप तो अभी
5 6
16 17 18 पे थे।
सारे सारे ऑल रेलेवेंट वो जैसे
7 और व्हाट प्लेंट। अब पैरा नंबर बोल दीजिए जो
एप्लीकेशन में आपको सारा डिटेलिंग प्लेंट का 7 पैरा
प्लेंट का 7।
प्लेंट का पैरा नंबर 2 and 3
आप एक ही बार सारे पैरा बोल दीजिए
जी,
जो
सर।
पैरा आप चाहते हैं कोड।
राइट राइट पैरा नंबर 16 पैरा नंबर 17 पैरा नंबर 18 पैरा नंबर 2 and 3 और हमारा जो उसमें है ना क्या कहते हैं ये हमारी एप्लीकेशन में those are very relevant points 7 8 9 10 और 11 in application in my application
ठीक है।
right
7 8 9 and 10
9 10 and 11
11 ठीक है।
my prayer is this कि they don't have any right interest जो भी है मतलब ownership कुछ नहीं है they don't have anything
ठीक है।
तो हम
Yes, Mr. Bansal, so what do you say?
3 pairs.
Insofar as the
Yes.
chain of
Just satisfy, although that is not the subject matter and cannot be the subject matter of an application under Order 7, Rule 11. Nevertheless, to satisfy the judicial conscience, please have the sale deed in the documents file. The entire narration is given, as is always given in sale deeds. Please have the sale deed.
yes.
Begins at page 64. This is in the first item, item 7. Item 7, the original list of documents, dated 6/8/2009.
So you said you are owner of 2 floors. One is
So one is not in question. The
Right.
first floor is not in question in this suit at all. Not in question of suit at all. I have, as a matter of historical point, I'm saying so. I've also bought the first floor, but I am showing the ground floor and half terrace sale deed to your lordship.
so this is,
Registered sale.
so item 7 is related to which floor?
ground floor
No, the ground floor is not really in question. 7 relates to the terrace rear half portion and a garage on the driveway
The terrace on the second floor.
above the second floor.
Above
Yes.
the second floor.
लॉर्डशिप जो इनके रजिस्टर्ड डॉक्यूमेंट है उसमें कहीं टेरेस नहीं है उनकी फैमिली की चेंज
तो कहने देंगे कि नहीं आप
राइट राइट
please.
Yes, and my friend's suit, which is the next one, is on the entire terrace, that garage, and certain portions at the back. That's. But I'm just showing because once again, first of all, in 7-11, I don't know how we can do all this, but to satisfy the judicial conscience, and it's interesting because while I have a registered document giving me the rear half and the front half remains with her, there is not one registered document of my friends giving her anything in the rear half portion. Please have the document, page 64. It's document number 7 in that list of documents. My lord will see it's a sale deed.
So this is the same which is under challenge in the subsequent suit.
That's right. That's right.
My sale
May
deed
2009.
their sale deed is challenged
Yes, madam. I'm showing.
file this for the cancellation
Madam, I'm showing my sale deed. मैं अपना ही दिखा रहा हूँ. मैं अपना ही दिखा रहा हूँ.
यही दिक्कत है जब आप स्वयं अपियर हो रहे होते हैं ना फिर आधी बात आपको समझ नहीं आती.
Page 64. Please see the very top in the description. Property number. Entire ground floor with 50% share.
Which paragraph?
No, this is the stamp paper. I'm just saying from there itself, the description begins.
Yes.
Entire ground floor with 50% share in terrace of property, number C63, Friends Colony East, etc., etc. Now, please see, just to get over this narration, please come to page 67.
No, earlier you referred to which paragraph on page 66?
No, that was the stamp paper. I was just showing
Stamp
the stamp
paper.
paper. 64 is the stamp paper, which talks about the entire ground floor with 50% share in terrace of the property. On top, property number.
Entire ground floor.
With 50% share in the terrace. This is a registered sale deed.
Yes.
Now please come. I'll just show the history narrated in 2 pages from page 66.
Yes.
I'm reading from the third and whereas, the third paragraph.
Yes.
And whereas after the completion of construction of the first floor and second floor, the said Shri Jaswant Singh obtained the completion certificate. As per terms of collaboration agreement, said Shri Jaswant Singh Uppal retained the ground floor including front lawn and back courtyard along with entire first floor portion plus left side driveway and rear half portion of the terrace above the second floor along with garage block on the right side Said Messrs. Gandhi Architect Private Limited became the owner of second floor portion with front half terrace rights above second floor, but is yet to get the sale deed for the said portion executed in its favor. So this is making a reference to the collaboration agreement and what it allotted to the builder, who is my friend's predecessor, and the owners, who are my vendors. Then मैं
Sale deed has done by the.
मैं पढ़ने तो दीजिए.
GS Uppal will take
आप ऐसा करिए, मैं एक शॉर्ट नोट, आप दोनों साइड एक शॉर्ट नोट दे दीजिए.
It's every time.
No, I pass an order on the day.
Brief.
The learned counsel appearing on arguments have been heard in part. List for further arguments on so and so date. The plaintiff as well as the defendant. There's only one defendant. Defendants are directed to file a short note of their submissions in the above two applications. एक order 26 की है, Rule 9, and दूसरी है Order 7, Rule 11 CPC. Clarify everything.
I'll clarify.
आप भी अपनी position short में लिख के दे दीजिए. I'll pass on.
So that.
No, not with the document. Documents are already.
Gift deed में जो दिया उनको वही.
देखिए ऐसे डॉक्यूमेंट रिटर्न सबमिशन के साथ नहीं आया करते. आपके जो डॉक्यूमेंट है उनका रेफरेंस दे दीजिए कि इस फलां पेज पे है. ठीक है.
Can I request, because what happens is I just what happens.
He is given first week of November. First,
Second week.
Yes, second week.
November 14th.
So great. Okay.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I can't tell you in a professional way.
No, that's okay.
Can give you the written document. Thank you. Highly obliged.
Item 9.
And this was the time was over.